Hey, thanks for watching. This morning I went to my first card show since probably 93, 94, 27, 28 years. This one was in Augusta, Maine. It was awesome. It was a small one, but the tables were loaded with great stuff. And the vendors were really nice, really accommodating, made some great deals. Um, I was there looking for vintage and junk wax for the most part. Um, looking for rookies. And I got some really good stuff. So I'm going to go through that here, and I'm going to go through it in reverse order of how excited I am about these cards. So the big hit, the gem, the most amazing card, which blew me away, is at the very end. So you're going to have to watch through that, but I'll get there quickly. And it's only about, I don't know, 12 or 15 cards, so it won't take very long. Please, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. I've got a lot of junk wax stuff and vintage stuff coming up, a lot of openings, and getting huge mail day will be my next video. I have about 15 packages here, mostly junk wax cards and earlier that I've bought either on eBay or through a Facebook group. Thanks. All right, so let's get right into the cards. The first card was a dollar bin find. Rickey Henderson, 1983. It's my earliest Henderson now. Obviously, I want the rookie, but for $1, couldn't beat it. Then I've got this Nomar Garciaparra. Big Red Sox fan, big late 90s, early 2000s Red Sox fan. Dollar find again. Allen Iverson, I think I paid $2 or $3 for this. It is a rookie card, but it's his NBA hoops. It's not one of his desirable ones, but for a couple bucks, couldn't say no. Same thing here, Ray Allen, big Celtics fan, so this was a few dollars for one of his less desirable rookie cards. And same thing here, a few bucks for a LeBron rookie type card. Certainly not one of his desirable ones, 2003 Upper Deck. It sells for a couple bucks. That's about what I paid for it. And then this is a junk wax, Mike Mussina, score 91. First round draft pick, rookie card. I have a couple of Mussinas from my childhood collection that I'm sending off to get graded. I figured this would be a good one to add to my collection as I'm looking for rookie Hall of Famers that are graded. And this one's in fantastic shape. I think that was in the dollar bin as well. George Brett, 83. I paid a few dollars for this. It's in pretty good shape. It's my earliest George Brett. I used to have his rookie card as a kid. Sold it, unfortunately. And then this one, this is Gary Carter's second year, Topps All-Star rookie. His rookie card, I think he's on with 3 other guys. This is the first card he's in by himself. I saw a card, this card, but it was in much worse shape than this, being sold for $5. And I was tempted to get it. It's only $5, but it wasn't his rookie, and it was in pretty bad shape. And then I happened to notice this one at a different table later for $1, and it's in really nice shape. So I grabbed it. This is the Roger Clemens 85 Topps, a little junk wax. Well, it's probably a little too early to be junk wax, 85. Paid, I think, $10 for this, and that's about what it's going for on eBay, but on eBay then you pay shipping. I didn't pay shipping for this, obviously, and it's not very well centered, but the joy of a card show is that you can hold the card in your hand and examine it and see what the corners look like much better than you can on eBay. And I thought this one looked pretty good. And again, looking for those rookies. Obviously, Clemens isn't a Hall of Famer, probably never will be, but he should be, despite what a terrible, terrible man he was, and the cheating, of course. But I was a Red Sox fan. I was a Clemens fan until they let him go in the twilight of his career. This one, I went there hoping to find this, and I did. This is my first 86 Barry Bonds. It's his 86 Topps Traded. It's not in great shape. I don't know if you can see. You probably can't. Yeah, it's the corners are a little bit chipped, But it is my first 86 bonds, and I figured I was there for it, and somebody had it, so I went for it. I already have this. I pulled it in a pack just a month or two ago, but this is the SP1 Jordan. It goes for about 20 bucks on eBay, and I found it in a dollar bin, and it's in pretty darn good shape. So I was pretty surprised. But I'll take it. $1 for the Jordan. I had never seen this. I'm a huge Maddox fan, and this is his 87 Donruss, the rookies. I have his 87 Donruss. No, I don't have it graded yet, but it's in my pile to be graded. And I figured I'd add this one. I think I paid, I don't know, $5 or $6 for this. Pretty happy with that. And this one, the iconic David Robinson card. I pulled his other card where he's shooting a free throw. Same set. This is the supposedly short print one from the first series. And it's worth more. This one's off center, but for a few bucks, couldn't go wrong with that. This one I'm really excited to add. This is 81 Bird Super Action. It's a little off center, but it's in decent shape. I don't have a Bird rookie. I'd love to have a Bird rookie, but this is his second year, and it was pretty darn cheap too. His rookie, of course, is the one where you can get it sometimes with also Magic Johnson and Dr. J, which is the most desirable one. This one is pretty darn good. I am thrilled to have this to my collection. I'm going to get this graded as well. All of these, by the way, I only do personal collection cards. I'm not a flipper. If I have multiples, then I might sell them, but I'm only looking to add to my collection. This one I was really excited to add, the Electrified Jordan. This is 96 Skybox. And it was in very good shape. It's not going to get it graded a 10, but for my personal collection, I'll get it graded. Maybe it's a 8, maybe it's a 9, and I'll be thrilled to have it. This one, though, whoo, look at that Griffey. I saw these all over the show today. Everybody wants this. Everybody's selling it because they were mass-produced. It's still very, very popular, and it's very tough to get in Gem Mint 10. And this one looked pretty darn close, and it was one of the cheaper ones for sale there, and then I negotiated the price down a little bit. I'm really, really happy. So when I was a kid, I still have hundreds of Griffies, but I sold this one at a card show in like 1993. When I was 14 years old in 93, I used to buy a table and sell cards. And I sold this one to a guy for $75 raw. This was 93. There weren't very many graded cards then. And looking back on it, it hurts having sold that. I don't remember what the condition was. I do remember the guy closely examining it. So it must have been pretty good for him to give me $75 for it. And I paid less than that to get this really, really nice one back. All right, here we go. This is Scottie Pippen rookie. And of course, it's got his name spelled wrong on the back, Pippin. People mention that in their eBay sales. I think they all were spelled that way, so it's nothing special. Oh, awesome. I'm going to break some cards here. So this is in really, really nice shape. Centering is really good. Not perfect, but I bought it in a... I bought the Jordan too. My earliest Jordan before was 89. The 88 has been a little out of my price range for a while because the price has skyrocketed. But today I got a deal on these two. The guy was awesome. I really enjoyed talking to this guy. He collects the same things that I do. And so he gave me a sweet deal to buy both of these. I'm thrilled to add these to my PC. Great corners, great edges. Very good centering on both of these. I'm excited. Now, the next one, I'm not going to turn this one over just yet. I will tell you this is a 1956 Sandy Koufax. Sandy Koufax, one of the greatest pitchers of all time. He was Pedro Martinez before Pedro Martinez was born. His rookie year is 1955. This is 56, so it's a second-year card. I saw it on my first walkthrough of the tables, and it was $30. And I looked at it and I was like, oh man, I'd love to have a second-year Koufax. That would be sweet. But I took note of it, and I walked around again. I saw it later, and he'd priced it down to $20. And I thought, interesting. But again, I didn't buy it. As I was leaving, I still had some money left, and I thought, I'm going to go back and find that Koufax. And I walked up and down that row where I knew it was, couldn't find it. And I finally asked a guy, and I said, hey, did you have the Koufax earlier that I was looking at? And he said, yeah, I've still got it. It's just under the table. So he pulls it out, and I look at it, and I said, would you take, and I don't remember the amount, but it was under his asking price. And he said, yes. So I got an amazing deal from this guy who was really nice, great, he had a great table. And so I paid like $10 roughly, it was under 20 for a Sandy Koufax second-year card. I get it home, and I was showing my wife. My wife knows nothing about cards, but she looks at it, and she says, which one of those autographs is real? And I hadn't even paid attention. All I was looking at was the edges and the corners, and it's in terrible, terrible shape. It's just, it's a 1. If I were to get it graded, it's a 1. But she says, which one of those autographs is real? And I look at it, and I was like, oh my God. I hadn't paid any attention to the autograph because it looked like one of those manufacturer autographs. And that's what you can see. The top part of it is the manufacturer autograph. And I looked it up on eBay, and of course they all had that. So I just didn't even pay any attention to it. And, but no, Sandy Koufax, autographed this card. That bottom portion of it is autographed. So I was like, there's no way he autographed this card. But I went to PSA, I went to eBay sales, and authenticated by PSA. This looks like a match to me. It is amazingly similar. It has to be real. And the guy who sold it to me just didn't realize it. I certainly didn't realize it. So I looked up this card for sale. There's none for sale that with an autograph. But this card was reprinted by Topps in 1995, and there are 2 autographs that just sold recently on the reprint for about $230, $250. So the reprinted card, 40 years after this one, not graded, just authenticated by PSA, it was going for $250-ish. So what does that make this worth? If I get this authenticated by PSA, I don't know, thousands? More than $1,000? The condition obviously hurts it, but it's the original. It appears to be the original. I also looked up reprints of this card, not reprints, but forgeries to see. This appears to be legit. And for the price, it was worth the risk. I'm going to send it off to PSA to see if I can get it authenticated. It looks like PSA's autograph authentication service is still open based on a cursory glance at their website, but it's difficult to tell for sure with PSA. So I'm going to do a little research on this tonight. It also says, I think, 20 business days, so I can get this back in a month authenticated for $45, which would be spectacular. So highlight of the day for sure, Sandy Koufax, but it's just an amazing day with some great bargains and some great people. I'm thrilled. So Koufax, what's your favorite that I pulled here? I assume it's the Koufax, but maybe you're not a baseball fan. Maybe it's the Jordan or the Pippen. What's the best card you've pulled that you've gotten from a card show? I'd love to hear from you. Comment down below. Throw a subscribe my way. I've got a lot more content. As you can see here, I have a ton of packs to open from the 90s basketball, looking for Jordans and Kobe's and Shaq's and whoever else. And I also have coming up here an opening of dozens of packages from the junk wax era, mostly that I received in the mail in the last few days. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and a lot more coming up.